So it seems Elphaba can't stop getting into scandals, can she? It's only been a week since I last covered her, and in that 7 days, there has been a lot more drop. She's been caught sleeping on the job, with a dash of begging for gifts, an outrageous amount of screaming, as well as continuing to spread a plague of microscopic mites onto the unsuspecting population of London, which I mean is just normal for a reprobate. I'm going to show you this and more because this whole fallout is embarrassing, hilarious, and a true sight to behold. And I do actually genuinely believe that she's losing her marbles. But what do we expect from Elphaba Orion Doherty, the human dumpster fire? So hello everyone, welcome or welcome back. I'm Jake Baz. We cover the weird and wonderful on the internet, and I've only just covered her, but I really do feel like I'm totally out the loop with everything. So if you don't know, Elphaba's a TikTok star. She's most commonly known for exactly what I just explained. Scandals tend to follow her around like a bad smell. And at this point, she's just bouncing back and forth from scandal to scandal like a mite-infested ping pong ball. And it's no surprise at all that she's stinking everything up. She only gets worse with her scams and her outburst, and she just emits like scandalous energy. And you see people that come about from time to time, like Snapshot Eye, that are just like pure stink. But Elphaba seems to be this new generation of like TikTok calamity. So if you've never seen her before, this is a perfect example of the kind of person that she is. Because one of the latest controversies that she's surrounded in is this 5,000 IQ play to be able to get more gifts on TikTok. And I'm really surprised that people couldn't see through it.
Everyone, I'm fucking done. Just fuck and fuck it all. Fuck it all.
I'm always like totally baffled by her choice of words. She has an ability with language to just make a sentence special. She's on a level with like William Shakespeare on like the IQ and ability to be able to mold language to make a sentence.
And
Obviously, I'm joking. Like, come on, we're 15 seconds in and you've not said anything apart from 3 words. So this is what Elphaba's known for. She's literally known for just losing her shit on TikTok Live all the time. I don't know if you've ever played like a game and got so angry that you've like smashed something, like I bang my desk all the time, but it's like once every couple of months. Meanwhile, we've got Elphaba that does this on TikTok Live again and again and again, and it's so embarrassing. And also taking it out in your bed, I feel really sorry for that bed because 1, it's got to cope with you, but 2, it's got to cope with a lashing. I'd say she's had a rough day at the office, but she doesn't work. She works on TikTok Live, so yeah, sorry.
You gifted me. Piss off. I'm not having it. You're sad, watching my live streams, hating on me for no fucking reason.
But this to me is like the smartest way to get donations possible. Really is 5,000 IQ. Scream that you don't want them. I don't want them. I don't want them. Well, how about every single other calamitous error that you've done in the past, like when you're charging £50 for a subscription? Why did you want the money then? And why did you want the money and gifts from potentially your haters before? But why don't you want them now? Obviously, the reason that she's doing this is because it's getting people to donate. And obviously, they don't really understand why she's saying no. I'll let you in on a secret. She's saying no because she wants you to do it. But you also just have to kind of respect the grind. The fact that she does this again and again and again and keeps getting away with it, it's quite a graft. But as we'll get into later, maybe, just maybe, spend a little bit of that money that you get from the donations on having a shower.
Fucked. Thank you, Rishi. Thank you, fucking government shit bitching. Bah.
I'm not sure what the government has to do with you being a loser, but you tell me. So when you couple this with the fact that she does beg for gifts all the time, it just makes it look stinky. And the fact some people are putting 2 and 2 together and realising, oh, she actually does want the gifts and people are spending their hard-earned money on her, it's a bit embarrassing. But anyway, we've got bigger fish to fry because she's come up again in literally like 1 day later doing the exact same thing and it's still working.
And I want money for that. Like I said with CPR, so I want 20 more money guns. 20 more money guns and I'll do you, pony. So if all of you send 1.9 thousand, we'll do it.
She might actually be worse than them AI NPC trends that are going on TikTok Live, because this is so embarrassing. I don't even know what 20 more money guns equates to, like, monetary wise, but I presume it's quite a bit of money. Considering her subscription is £50 a month, I wouldn't be surprised if they're a couple of quid. But her refusing to do these dances, which they're brilliant to watch, I'm really enjoying it. It seems a little bit me like a bit of a circus act. Like, it's just like, it's a bit like a freak show, in it. Oh shit. And I know the premise of these lives is to get as much money as you can, because then you end up on a leaderboard. So what a sad life that must be, trying to clout chase in that form. At least my stuff has a little bit of moniker to it. But to just beg and beg and beg for stuff, which we've not only seen in this instance, but we've seen it multiple times before, of her begging for stuff. It's so wrong. Like, how much of a loser do you have to be? But obviously, as you can see from this, the previous video that I showed you entirely encapsulates the idea that she's just doing everything for money. She always has been, she always will be. That she's addicted to the bag, and you have to respect that. There's better stuff you can spend your money on, like Haribo's maybe, just something to get the edge off. I know by getting the edge off, I don't mean what her mum and her do. No. But it's not only that that's got her in hot waters recently. There's also been something that came out a few days ago that was related to slime. And you might be thinking, Jake, that's a tiny bit weird to be talking about slime. It doesn't really make any sense. But no, it's so bad. So essentially what's happened is there's these certain pictures of Elphaba that have been spread online, which is it's so weird. She basically, right, has this slime all over her body, this like black tar slime. It looks like something you pour on a road. And she decided to take some photos, and one of them is disturbing. I suggest you don't look at any of these. But yeah, she's in these certain like odd positions that really they're not what you want to be seeing. And apparently the entire premise around why these are wrong and why you shouldn't be sharing them is, one, because she was 17 in the photos, and yes, she is naked, but you can't see anything that's like plus 18 there. But I think the main reason is that it's some form of like kink. I think it is, at least. We'll get onto that. But I think it's just a little bit embarrassing for her. And this caused her to lose her mind.
Say that all you fucking want, piss off. Just piss off, just leave me alone. Just leave me alone, please go away, I can't take it. Just please go away, just go away, go away. I want my people, my supporters, just please go away. Just go away. All I want is just to stop watching me and just go away if you hate me.
You see, I really think she ignores the entire amount of irony that goes on around this, because she has cultured this entire ecosystem of her begging for gifts from her haters, and making it very explicitly obvious that, oh yeah, it's my haters. My haters are paying me money, so keep doing it. But now you found these somewhat suggestive photos that are on the internet, and your haters have decided to take these and use them to their advantage. That's when you want them to go away. But I don't know about you, I'd find the best way to go away for this entire situation would to be not TikTok Live the entire way through it while you're having this breakdown. These kind of people just baffle my mind.
All I want to do right now, from right now, is call everyone beautiful and spread positivity, but it's really hard for that, because let me tell you one thing, social media, when you have 15,000 people stare at you, it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure for you and for me.
So what's embarrassing here is that even in between this breakdown where she's going on about how these are indecent and this shouldn't be shared anywhere, is that she somehow manages to flex on her followers about having 15,000 people here, so it's a big deal. I'm a big deal. And trust me when I say you have more than 15,000 people looking at you, because this is like, it's staring right down the camera lens into something that is just mental. But the thing is as well, Elphaba, we can't take any of her word, because she lies about literally everything. So yeah, I said earlier about this potentially being an idea of some sort of like kink thing, and the reason that I think that is because I found something from a couple of months ago that really is just odd. I don't know how else to explain these situations, because it's just my head can't handle it.
Are you a little bit tipsy?
No, I've had food. None of your shit.
Yo, how about the slime?
Classy as ever, Elphaba.
Slime.
Why are you interested? Do you want to wear it or something?
Maybe, who knows? Maybe.
Like, legitimately, why the fuck is that funny? But yeah, this clip had me thinking, like, why does she find this so funny? And when you couple it with stuff I've also seen in the past, And the idea that apparently these photos were sent to other people, I think it was men that it was sent to. I believe this may be some sort of like kink gratification sort of thing, and she might get off to it somewhat. Which, I mean, when you look like you've just been doused in the equivalent of a load of Tipex just left to rot in a bathtub, really makes me think, I wonder what other people get up to. But I also do kind of have a little bit of sympathy because apparently she's 17 in this. She says she's 17. Which, in the first instance, why was she sending photos like that to older people when she was 17 in the first place? But with the nature of specifically one of the photos, let's not do that. But this entire situation seems to come to a head when she decides, oh, I'm done with this all. I'm just going to pretend that you don't exist.
You don't exist. You don't exist to me. You don't exist. You don't exist. You're not a thing. You're not a real. You don't exist to me. Hey, it still exists. It don't exist.
Are we supposed to just ignore the fact that she's on a TikTok live saying this shit? Can't tell if she's trying to gas herself up or gas herself down, but it's not going an even knob. It's just fucked. I don't know why she thinks she has this ability that if she does this on TikTok live, it's all going to be fine. The only thing that I can actually think of is literally the fact that she's doing this for either attention or sympathy. And considering her track history of loads and loads of scandals just for attention, such as the autism diagnosis, it definitely tells me that she's doing it for a bit of attention. But this entire thing must have really worn her out, to be honest, because she started doing a sleeping stream.
Observe as this wild animal viciously turns on our filmmaker. No animals or humans were injured while making this nature documentary.
I'll be genuinely honest, I don't think I've ever seen a prettier sleeper. This is how you catch me on a Saturday morning after a night on the lash. But it shows how terminally online these people are, that they can literally go to sleep on a TikTok live. I could never be that boring. I don't actually know whether this is intentional or not, like she meant to go on a stream. I've seen sleep streams before, and they seem intentional. This camera angle is definitely not intentional. But yeah, this is the problem when you broadcast your life 16 hours a day. It turns into this. Maybe she just thinks she might get a couple more gifts if she stays on. But to me, especially when there's no bed sheets on, this just looks really grim. But obviously, this gets worse because someone manages to spot this.
And this wants to live with one of you.
And I mean, it's just grim, innit? At first I thought it might just be, oh, she's just dropped her Pringles again everywhere. There's just shit all in her bed. But no, this is real. They're definitely moving. And the problem for me is these actually look like mites as opposed to like these little microscopic ones that she's got, scabies. It's once again a sight to behold. If you live on the internet 24 hours a day and you broadcast your entire life, why would you even not think about showering? Like, come on, man. It just absolutely perplexes and baffles my mind that someone can go on a TikTok live when they're like this. It's been so many months now of her where she's had these skin conditions which are caused by the lack of hygiene. She's apparently got IBS because she did a skid mark on a towel. And apparently now she just sat on the tube and she got scabies. And then when you add in these mites, come on, just get clean. Take 2 days off TikTok live, maybe think about your skincare routine, and then come back on and you'll be golden. It's almost like, once again, she's doing this entire thing for attention, but why on earth would you do something like this for attention? I just keep searching for clues and I'm not finding it. So yeah, speaking about scabies, we might as well talk about the update because, well, you know about scabies issue. Check the video at the end of this if you don't. But essentially, scabies is these microscopic mites and she's had them for about 2 weeks now and she keeps blasting them all over social media. You're meant to isolate when you get these and they're also something that are quite hard to actually get. Although quite a lot of people in my comments have been saying this happens by chance. Yeah, just look at her. But yeah, you're meant to isolate and Elphaba was having nothing of that. So much so that literally people were calling up the shops that she was in and getting them to close and kick her out. And she also said on TikTok live that she's gonna isolate herself, but turns out she hasn't. So you could see her in multiple places after she allegedly decided that she was gonna isolate after being out for so long when she meant to be isolating anyway. Good example here, just being in a nightclub, like, you scab, you absolute scab. And yeah, doing this.
With some friends. I made some friends last night. They knew me from TikTok, by the way, so they're viewers.
Just the ballsy approach to be like, oh yeah, they know me from TikTok, so they're viewers and they're my friends. Shut up. They've probably seen you scroll on TikTok because you are everywhere on TikTok at the moment. But you're on TikTok for all the wrong reasons.
And they just say, I fucking love you. And now I've made friends with one of my viewers now. How cool is that?
How expected is it that you went out and you managed to get gassed up this hard? Oh, obviously that happened. It didn't. It fucking didn't, did it? Come on. So yeah, once again, she's known for just absolutely stinking up the gaff. This is something that is so bad. Like I said, you're meant to isolate. She knows full well that she's going to isolate, but instead she's going to go around in a nightclub, film it all, and then pass on these mics to everyone in London. She even said herself when she initially got it that, oh, there's a bit of an outbreak in London at the moment. Well, fucking do something about it. It's like making some food and then saying it's shit, like, brother, you made the sandwich. She just really absolutely does my nut in. There's no moniker of thought behind her eyes. It's more so, well, what can get me clout? She definitely, probably, actually, hasn't seen anyone. She's had a night out with a couple of her friends and she's then decided that, oh yeah, I met some people last night. Well, did you charge them 20 quid for a photo? Probably not, because they didn't exist. We then had another instance of her charging back food because obviously she's not done that before and she will never do it again. She has this big history, if you didn't know, of buying food, just pretending that she doesn't like it on social media while she's live, while scanning it, and then charging it back. It's got her in a bit of shit in the past and she just keeps going on with it and it's so embarrassing.
It's literal water. I'll pour it. Mix it, what with? Where's my straw? Where's the straw?
Mix it, what with? Well, probably something like a spoon if you don't have a straw. There's no need to, like, think outside the box. Have you never used or heard of a kitchen utensil? Do you just use your grubby hands for everything? Maybe you're just giving the mites a bit of extra food as well. So yeah, she saved 3 quid on her Just Eat meal. Just, there's no need to, like, lie about it. There's no need to even say anything about it on TikTok Live. When you do this so many times, obviously people are just going to pick up on the fact that you're just lying about it, which is one of the million other things that you've lied about. You just need to have a little bit of thought around what you're doing. Honestly, it's like the 20th time. My head's gone. Just come on. But yeah, after all this, you'd think, oh no, he's definitely done. It's only been 7 days. Well, no, there's yet another one. Because she got a little bit in hot water when someone from Love Island was commenting on the fact that she had scabies and was going out and doing everything. And as we know, Elphaba is brilliant at taking criticism, so I'm absolutely sure she won't do anything bad here.
Wondering who I am? Why don't you actually come in and find out?
Why do you want to give me attention then?
Why don't you come in and actually speak to someone?
Speak to someone?
Complaining? Why?
You're complaining, absolutely, Toby.
I don't have a clue how she has the balls to be able to actually take the piss out of someone's accent when she sounds like she's got a frog in her throat. Like, honestly, you can speak with your mouth and not just your nose.
Your fucking community.
Your whole fucking community.
Why you're accepting money?
Why are you accepting money?
Over and over again.
Over and over again.
You're actually meant to be fucking...
You're actually at my lip.
But we're going back to, like, pure playground tactics, aren't we, here? Like, this is just embarrassing. It's so... Everything's so embarrassing. I'm losing my mind. I'm sat here talking to you, and my head has gone.
Honestly, he's taking a piss out of me, I'll take a piss out of him. I can't be fucking ass. He got his fucking team and army and minions to spam me like a fucking asshole he is. I don't give a fuck. Piss off, you clout-chasing.
I find it very weird that somebody who has a bigger profile on social media than yourself is a clout chaser for mentioning the fact that you are dirty. She can't take any form of criticism at all. She just tries to deflect, constantly deflect, and try and get away with everything because it's never her fault. I've not heard her say sorry once, ever. And she just keeps going down and down and down into this rabbit hole in her head that she is perfect. It's so narcissistic. In the video I covered last week, there's a massive creator called Tyrone who also did the exact same thing, just talked about the fact she had scabies, and she took it to heart as well. I think she's just incapable of taking any form of criticism, and it's embarrassing. And this is what I mean by it. I think she's genuinely losing her mind, because every single time I see now, she's just shouting at the camera, effing and blinding, absolutely no moniker of understanding of what's going on. It's like all she's trying to do is just get money, and cause as much a stir as she can in the community as possible. Her life lives from tragedy to tragedy in the form of little dramas that are all fickle and so pointless to create. And the second that one thing comes up, the next thing comes up. And this is a perfect example of this. I've shown you like 10 fucking clips of her being like this. And this is within a 7-day period. Like, fuck me. It's only understandable that I'm going to come back in 7 more days and there's going to be another absolute trounce of stuff to cover. But yeah, what do you think about these things? Tell me in the comments. I've been Jake Vaz. I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.